Now, the work they do has been described as life-changing. When surgery can no longer help, a team in Poole is putting people back together using a combination of art and the latest technology. In the second of our series, Going Behind the Scenes, our health correspondent Alistair Fee reports on the latest technology and materials being used to recreate parts of the body.
In this lab in Poole Hospital, lives broken by trauma and disease are put back together. It's a mixture of art, technology and science.
It's getting used to colours and looking at different textures in the skin, picking those up and knowing what colours to add to your silicone to alter that colour to match the patient.
When reconstructive surgery can't help, this small skilled team can. This is where life-changing prostheses are made, so lifelike that no one would notice.
The majority of people that we see have had cancer, but we also see people that have been through trauma or have a congenital birth difference where maybe their ear hasn't formed properly, that sort of thing as well.
So they've had some part of their head and neck, part of their face predominantly, they've lost that, and it's not always possible for the surgeon to reconstruct that with their own tissue. And so that's where we step in and we're able to provide them with a prosthesis instead that replaces what's been lost. With the materials that we now have available, we can really get that lifelike appearance.
And here we can do the shadow of the nostrils. So you can see there all the different colours that are going in.
They make around 60 prostheses a year and have 40 ongoing patients to care for.
These 3 magnets here will click onto implants that he has in his bone. It's a really good way of holding the prostheses into place. We have some patients that still play football.
If I was making fingers all the time, I think I'd get a bit bored of making fingers. But I quite like making eyes. I like the artistic skill and attention for detail. I'm painting an iris disc, so this is one of the components that's needed when making an indwelling eye as well as an orbital prosthesis. It's important to get the colour of that right and all the details.
An oven is used to bake the nose that Heidi is working on. As realistic as they are, the prosthesis can't restore any function.
You know, they don't move. You know, with an orbital prosthesis, the eyelashes, the eye doesn't close. There is a certain extent, that goes to really.
The work they do here is about improving quality of life and boosting confidence.
I think we play a big part in helping them sort of find their way back to normality and giving them confidence to face the world again, really.
Few workshops can boast they make the sort of personal transformations as this one.
We can sew nasal hairs in if they really want to, but often the patients don't request that we give them a hairy nose.
Some of our patients are surprised at the results that we get. I can really make a difference to their life, and that journey is just amazing to witness.
I just love my job. Hearing some of the things that some of the patients have said, it really means a lot when you're giving them back that quality of life.
Wow, they're incredible, aren't they? In his final piece tomorrow, Alistair will show how the finished prosthetics are fitted and the difference that they're making to people's lives.